In this episode, I'm showing you what to do, where to stay, and what to eat in the cutest little beach town in the Midwest you've never heard of. Welcome to Ludington, Michigan. Pure Ludington hosted me for a summer visit to escape the Florida heat. Y'all, apparently Grand Rapids is the place to be for the summer because the lines to get a rental car outrageous. Our flight was completely full. But before driving the hour and a half to Ludington, we took a little side quest to Macwood's Dune Rides. This is a fun and exciting way to experience those giant sand dunes that the West Michigan coast is known for. And the best part is you don't have to worry about paying a hefty fine if you go down to the bottom of the dunes and get stuck. It's a great pit stop on your way to Ludington and a really fun family-friendly adventure. And this Florida girl found a Dole Whip in Michigan. What are the odds of that? Our first impression of Ludington when we drove in was that this is an adorable Midwest town. It was definitely giving Hallmark vibes. They don't have major chain hotels in Ludington, but we stayed at the Ludington Beach House, a super cute retro motel that has been recently renovated, well appointed with everything you need, like microwave, refrigerator, freezer, and they even have a coffee station for you outside in the mornings. When it comes to activities, you can't come to Ludington and not get out on Lake Michigan.
Those of us who sleep in late never have to buy much bait.
The original plan was to fish with Captain Shine on the Catch Me on the following day, but the weather changed, so he asked that morning if we could rush down to the dock and get us out on the water as fast as we could. They introduced a salmon fishery on Lake Michigan back in the 60s, and it's been thriving ever since.
The challenge is to get up at noon and catch fish.
And you can see it.
Let's go!
Welcome to Ludington.
So, hey, you gotta talk to me differently now. She's that girl. She's that girl. I'm gonna be that person now with the tall tale of catching my big one. Never gonna shut up. They're gonna be sick of me.
You don't realize how hard people work to get these fish in. And so, respect.
Captain Shine cleaned and filleted our salmon for our cooking catch we'd have later on at a local restaurant. Fishing here is a big deal in Ludington. You can book a fishing charter with the Ludington Fishing Charter Association. Link will be below in the description. Most people have their fish packed on ice and then they take it back home. But in our case, we would have a feast the exact same day that we caught this fish. Look at all of our hard work.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways.
5 ways. Chef Jason at the Blue Moon outdid himself. He did a grilled Asian glaze, a blackened, pan-seared, a beer battered, and a lobster stuffed ravioli with shrimp and salmon as well as side. This meal was incredible. Another must-do activity in Ludington is visiting the Ludington State Park. Ludington State Park offers beaches, bike trails, kayaking, and the most wonderful shaded trails to explore. We really enjoyed the Lost Lake and Island Loop Trail. Another great trail is the Skyline Trail. I really like this trail because the entire thing is shaded and it takes you up into the tree canopy. There's also a chance for some spectacular views of the dunes. Ludington State Park is also home to the Big Sable Point Lighthouse. It's almost a 2-mile hike from the parking lot to the lighthouse, but we were afforded the rare opportunity for a ride, and seasonally they do offer a bus. The lighthouse stands at over 100 feet tall, making it one of the tallest in the state of Michigan. And if you're up for it, it's 130 steps up to the top. So let's see if the views are worth it. Survey says absolutely yes. The trek to the top is absolutely worth these panoramic views of Lake Michigan and the surrounding dunes. The Lakeshore Keepers offer a really cool program for volunteers. If they come and volunteer at the lighthouse, then they're actually able to stay in their keeper's home for a week at a time. It was a special opportunity to allow us to tour the keeper's home during our visit. When you visit Ludington in the summer, you have to attend one of the beach bonfire parties. We looked up with the calypso playing Jamaican DJ from Orlando of all places. Gotta love the Florida connection. You can't come to a beach town and not spend some quality time at the beach. The Ludington beaches just blew me away. They are pristine with flower-like sand and no shells. You still have wave action, and the water was completely clear. You could see all the way to the bottom. You want to be sure to leave time in your itinerary to stroll the charming streets of downtown Ludington. There are so many adorable shops where you can get unique local made goods that you won't find anywhere else. Like here she is making the lip balm that they sell right here in this shop. I also love that some of the shops had designations in the windows to let you know that they're woman owned. I love that hidden in the back of this shop is a yoga studio. And one activity I did not expect to find near Ludington was very interesting Black history. Just an hour outside of Ludington is the historic town of Idlewild. Idlewild was one of the earliest places where Black Americans owned property and were able to come and recreate on the lakes and the beaches. Chris Greer and his family have been Idlewilders since the 60s, and he was gracious enough to show us around Idlewild and impart all of his knowledge about Idlewild and its rich history. Historic Idlewild, Michigan was known as the Black Eden, and it attracted legendary performers like Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington, Aretha Franklin, James Brown, The Temptations, Stevie Wonder, Della Reese, B.B. King, and so many more. There's so much to share about historic Idlewild, so it definitely will need its own episode. You'll have no problem finding a good meal while you're in Ludington. The Cluck Bucket is definitely worth the stop. They are known for their pretzels. These are fresh-made Bavarian pretzels, and yes, you want the cheese sauce. They also have the Coop, which is a cute coffee shop inside. The Perch is a newer, more upscale restaurant, and it overlooks Hamlin Lake. The Perch dinner was delicious, but the showstopper was this Mexican street corn pasta. It truly was to die for. And you definitely want to save room for dessert. It's worth the stop through the food truck rally. I was excited to try brunch bays because I had seen them on the Great Food Truck Race on Food Network. Ludington, Michigan definitely exceeded my expectations, and it won't be my last visit. If you found this Ludington, Michigan itinerary helpful, be sure to like and subscribe to the Adventure is a Lifestyle travel show.